Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was saying poor reception, but I'm sitting here looking at I'm sitting here looking at full bars. But like I was saying, welcome back to the Straightforward Podcast, season 11 episode. I was doing good, and all of a sudden, it started flickering like it didn't have no service. So I had to start the whole thing all over again. But with that being said, uh, I don't know what's going on as far as the thing. I had to take it off the Wi-Fi to see if that helped, but that's crazy. And this is the first time I ever had trouble like this trying to start up a podcast. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna stop us. It's not gonna deteriorate nothing. We're gonna get this material out one way or another. Um, hopefully everything stays smooth as well as it's going right now. Because I was like, I'm concerned. Like I don't know if I can be able to get one out tonight, but we ain't gonna let that stop us. Uh, we got PC in the house tonight. Hopefully he comes back in. We got Gritty in attendance as soon as, he get to touchdown at his location. And my boy Shawnee, I'm not sure if he's going to be available tonight, but like I said, we're going to keep things going. Let's see. So the first one I want to start with is woman says she goes out with a man after woman says she wouldn't go out with a man if he uses Apple Pay. She says if a guy takes her out on a date and try to use Apple Pay, then she would no longer talk to him. Which I find very crazy because it's like the whole point of going on a date is to get to know someone, right? But at the end of the day, it's like regardless of however he pays, whether if he had his card there, whether if he didn't have his card there, you know what I'm saying? You never know the scenario, but the fact that the matter is that he paid, you know what I'm saying? You won't even give him credit for that, which I find crazy as hell. You know, the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he took the time out, like, you know what I'm saying, let me take this young lady out somewhere, you know what I'm saying, somewhere she like to eat. It wasn't like you disapprove of where he took you to eat. There you go. That's one way to know. It wasn't that you disagreed on what he where he eat. It was more so he was mad that he would pay with Apple Pay. And I'm not understanding, like, if he picked up the tab, why is it an issue?
What it do? Straightforward. What it do? Black
Yeah, it seemed like it's been a while for us, my brother. What's going on?
man.
You good? You straight? Family good?
Yeah, I've been good, man. How about yourself, man? You been cool?
Ah, man, I can't complain, man. You know, I take everything a step at a time.
Hell yeah. I'm over here trying to fry me up some little shrimp and fish. Got my little mashed potato. Mashed potatoes with green beans.
Potatoes and whatever that was.
Mashed potatoes with green beans.
Right, right. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. I'm trying to get more into fish my own self. You know what I'm saying? My girl was trying to um, fix my phobia of salmon because I told her I had salmon before, but like the way I had it, I didn't really like the taste of it. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe it was their seasoning, or you know what I'm saying? Maybe because they left the skin on one side of it. You know what I'm saying? It was just something about it, and then it was like the grill too. So it's like that kind of deterred me away from salmon because of what I tasted on that one. I told her I would give her the opportunity to make me some salmon. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that can deter used to feel about salmon because I was like, man, this shit like it's cool, but
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? You know how you get that taste like I don't. It's you say what?
if I said if you go and get it lots, get that motherfucker buttery, sauteed down. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's the best way to
I guess he made it. They I guess you know how people be trying to put on the country like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't had salmon until you had some of my salmon. Then when I tried it, shit, I'm like, I really don't like your salmon, nigga. But I ain't gonna tell that shit to your face.
right.
I'm saying something like, yeah, it's cool. You know what I mean? But for it to be like the salmon, like I don't know, it deterred me in a way. So I'm like, mm-hmm. But yeah, welcome back to the show, man. It's been a while, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since PC, you know what I'm saying, joined onto the show. But how do you feel about this? A woman refusing to go with a man because he uses Apple Pay.
Ah man, it's man, they coming up with it's like they coming up with new shit, like new stuff to label a dude as either being feminine or not manly enough. But when they finally get a man, them niggas don't know how females don't know how to act because man don't go for certain shit like you trying to dictate everything and you thinking you gonna run some shit. Nah, man, it's made to motherfucking lead, not just do what the fuck you say. Hell no. I mean, we gave up a rib for y'all raggedy asses to be here. All y'all can do is hey, you better show us some goddamn respect.
Yeah, I mean, to some extent, right? I mean, it's like she's complaining of how he paid, which was Apple Pay. Now, you know what I'm saying? If I don't know if anybody been around society, you know what I'm saying? Apple Pay, Google Pay is some of the main things that people use nowadays to be able to not pull out their card in public. You know what I'm saying? You never know who's watching them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the nature you have your mouth set on there. You know what I'm saying? Because I got Google Pay, so you know what I'm saying? I can understand how it somewhat works. It's easier. You boom, tap it, you know what I'm saying? No information given, you know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Did the shit
That's it.
get
And
paid
the
or
simple
not?
fact that you got mad at him because he used Apple Pay, not because he didn't pay, not because you didn't like the place of choice that she chose for y'all to go or y'all, you know what I mean? It wasn't none of that. It was just the simple fact of him using Apple Pay is why you deter away from him.
Man,
I'm not the smartest man, right? But I know one thing that shit shouldn't even fucking matter as long as he fucking paid.
exactly. That's all that should matter. What the hell?
You know what I'm saying? It's
Like,
like how you were saying. It seemed like in this case, it seemed like she's trying to find a reason not to pay. Like
right. You want to starve, bitch, or what?
I'm thinking, like, where the fuck did you even get that from?
You gonna be washing dishes, fuck.
Right, right. What TV show did that even? You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if I said she was following the trend. You feel what I'm saying? She ain't following a trend. It's like she's creating her own trend. But what kind of trend is this? Like,
Bullshit ain't
I'm going
nobody
to nigga
gonna
that's
do.
unless he give. If he pay Apple Pay, I'm not going to nigga no. What?
What
You
if
don't
a
need
nigga
to
what?
understand.
Okay, I'm gonna tell her since she doesn't like niggas using Apple Pay. The next nigga that go out with her whip out a sack full of quarters. She like,
Hey, that's a valid point right there. All right, you want me to use Apple Pay? You understand I couldn't pay no roller quarters. Yeah, and then put them in like the little slots too. That way you have to take them out and count them individually. You know, the little brown paper they come in when you have to put them inside the roll because the gas station don't take it like that. He put the motherfuckers in there. You know, you finish that complete roll, you got like $5 or $10 or some shit like that. Just pull out a gang of those.
back.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to understand the thing behind it. Like, that's crazy. Not the fact that he's paying or he chose to pay. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have a problem with nothing else. You just, if he used Apple Pay, I'm not, um, I'm not dating you. I'm not considerably dating you. I think he worried about the wrong shit. You're not looking at it for no companionship at this point. That's not what you're looking for. I'm just saying.
I'm shit. I disconnect.
I'm not. You good? You know, so I'm gonna keep it rocking because I know when you up and when you ain't up, man. I can see that. I see that you up here. You just told that you was making fish and shit. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you got enough for the whole podcast is what I'm saying. That way, you know what I'm saying? Everybody get to taste a piece of this. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, man, come man. Boy, get down.
Oh man. Yeah, it's like it's got so much material lined up. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go with first.
Did you see that stuff that I sent you earlier?
I don't know, bring it to my attention, man. Yeah, I seen a little bit of it like right before the show started. I started to get into it, but if you want to narrate it for, you know what I'm saying, one of the second topics up here, go ahead.
Okay. So NBA player, NBA All-Star Anthony
Right.
Edwards. First of all, shout out to that dude. But he was dealing with an older lady, 38 years old. This, mind you, this dude is like 24, 23, 25 at the max. 25 at the max. Mind you, he just had 3 babies last year. I don't know by all. I don't think it was all the same woman, but yeah, he been putting his little thing to work
Yeah.
at least. So the woman, the 38-year-old, get pregnant. He told her. She sent him a text. Text was, "I'm pregnant." He responded, "Get rid of it. I'm not trying to have nothing." So I guess she kept the baby, flew to LA, tried to put him on child support right away because he already said he don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So Anthony Edwards did some player shit. He he still said, "Okay, I don't want nothing to do with the baby, but I'm willing to pay the child support." This dude asked the judge, I don't know if it got approved yet, but he said, "Give me the price of the 18-year-old, give me, because he's trying to put all the child support in one lump sum payment. Like, I got the money, I get it out the way." I was told a 1.8 million was offered to her for the child for 18 years.
Right.
That'll be the total or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is he wrong? Because he said, "I don't want," he told her, "I don't want visitation still. I don't want custody. You can have full custody. I don't want no business. I just want you and the kid out of my life." Now, is he wrong or is she wrong? Because she knew he wasn't trying to have no baby. You older than him by a significant margin, and what I was about to say, damn, I had a brain fart. You older than him. You should know better. Everybody was, saying, she got her bag. That's what she gonna get what she deserved. But now you got another kid that's about to. I mean, she blessed. She'll be a blessed kid. I don't know if you gonna make that 1.8 million last for 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh,
So did she settle? So did
was he right?
she settle with the 1.8?
I believe so.
Okay. I had to know that before I responded to him. First of all, they both were grown and they knew what they were doing. Period, point blank.
Who's more wrong though? Let me get that first. Who's
I'm
more
gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make it interesting. You know what I'm saying?
You on the spot today.
Yeah. But as far as what I'm saying, they both was grown. They knew what they were doing. Uh, but when the situation had happened, and she found out she was pregnant, and they had that conversation, and he's saying like, "Hey, you can go ahead and get rid of it. I really don't want kids." You know what I'm saying? It's. Yeah, I mean, the joints that you know what I mean, you are maybe to bless the world with children, but I'm not really ready for that. And then there's some people out here that's not ready for some. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're not at the point of their life where they want kids yet.
Oh, yeah.
He's explaining to her. Huh?
He just had 3 of them last year.
I'm talking about as far as this one.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? He's not ready in his life to have this one, meaning like not no more kids right now. You know what I'm saying? He might try to figure out what he got going with the rest of the kids before he makes that move to make. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to prep before they just sit here and just have kids. These are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was probably wrong timing. You know what I'm saying? The time wasn't right. He probably was trying to spend more time with the kids that he already had. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure it out or whatever. But hold on, let me put nephew in.
as a 38-year-old woman, you don't think she should have fucking known she
yeah, to a certain extent, right? Because like I was saying, he's saying from the beginning that he doesn't want it. He's telling you he doesn't want it, and you decide to have that kid past that point of him not wanting it. Now, when you pass up the better good and do what you want to do and decide to keep the child, what's vindictive to me is like after he done told you he don't want the child, you're still trying to put him. You said what?
You know what was her reason for keeping the child? She said, "Oh, I had an abortion, I believe the year before already, and I didn't like the, and you know,
Right.
I had doubt."
But you want this man to be a part of your kid's life now after he done told you that, you know what I'm saying, he don't really want another kid right now, or he doesn't want another kid, period. So if you have that conversation, like this is what I mean by on a podcast not too long ago, we was talking about communication.
Yeah,
So if y'all had this communication and y'all
yeah,
had this talk, and he said, "Hey, I don't really want no more kids. I don't want no kids right now. Or I don't plan on having any more kids. I wasn't trying to have any more." If he's telling you that then, that conversation had happened, that gives you the right to be like, okay, well, it's either I keep this child because this is what I want to do and not look for him just for support on certain things, knowing that he already told me that he doesn't want another kid. You feel what I'm saying? Or I could just, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get the process done. And then, you know what I'm saying, because I don't have to feel like I have to take on that responsibility for myself. So by her having that kid, after he said he don't want it, or he didn't want another kid, the guidelines should have been on like her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, he shouldn't have did what he did. He should have, you know what I mean, strapped up or whatever. We all know this. But if the situation is, um, what we talking about as far as this baby being here, it's like you can't expect him to do much if he told you from the beginning that this is not what he wanted to do, and he was, you know what I'm saying, with all the let's you know what I'm saying, let's not do this type of thing. But then you expect him to be in the child's life after he done sat here and told you, like, look, I don't want no more. So he
yeah.
like, okay, well, look, okay, I don't look. Let's just speed up the process. Let's just give you a 1.8 deal
Woo!
to take care of this child. I don't want custody. I don't want visitations. I don't want, and I don't want.
That's the code
But he been
part
telling you
of
this
Liam right
from
there.
the beginning. He told you this from the beginning.
Exactly. Though.
So
He can't
you
get mad 'cause he told
chose to
you from
listen
the
to
beginning.
what you wanted to listen to or hear what you wanted to hear, which wasn't what you wanted to hear. You,
Right.
you thought that he was going to want to probably curate a relationship / whatever you thought he was going to get out of that.
Thought
And
he
he
was
told
gonna
you what
come
he
online,
told you.
snap
Right,
back into his senses.
right.
Oh, I want it now. Hell no, bitch. I already told you what the hell is going on.
From the beginning. That's the thing. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Shit. I got 1.8 million for you. See, have a nice life. Damn.
And it's like you signed to that. So it was like, was it really about you
Exactly.
you being with him, or was it really about the money?
Exactly. That's now you
'Cause-
get to the meat and potatoes.
Right.
Because you got to
So
think, you a 38-year-old woman.
right.
I don't know if she has kids already
Mhm.
or, she just got lucky or something, but that nigga just got.
A woman can still have the chance of having kids if they still develop a period and they have not reached menopause. Unless they got they tubes cut or tied or whatever, they can still have kids. It's still a probability of them having kids, yes. So I'm not doubting that part. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't that old not to have another kid. What I'm saying is, if y'all do the do, and the conversation comes up after you find out you pregnant, and y'all had to sit down because everybody has one, whether if it's the right sit down or the wrong sit down, but y'all have a sit down somewhere along. And, okay, what are we gonna do? She was like, man, I really ain't trying to do this. Like, I'm not trying to have no another one. I might have slipped up and not put a Jimmy on, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, I'm cool on that. But if like I said, if the woman decides to keep the child, knowing that he doesn't want to be a part of another child's life, not saying that makes him a bad parent. But he probably doesn't want to be a parent right then and there, knowing that he already is a parent and trying to be a parent to the ones, like, you know what I'm saying, or trying to be a type of guy that be like, let them go first and then I'll have another one. That way everybody had a individual time with me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of alternatives when it comes to that. But if you're trying to cram down his throat, it just makes it look like either one,
Gold
you
diggers.
trying to make something out of it, or two, you trying to, you know what I'm saying, get as much money out of it as you possibly can.
Facts. And that's cold. That's the evil part right there. Because soon as he said, that, you like, oh, let me file in California, knowing you was in Georgia, but she did have a baby out here. She tried to get child support out here because in California they gonna try to plug you for every penny you got. But he had told the judge, and the judge made her go back to Georgia. Like, well, shit, y'all gonna have to deal with that. Yeah, bitch, you ain't from out here. She tried to prove her little case and all that. And that go back to the little shit I posted earlier.
Mhm.
If you can have this motherfucking baby without my consent, without my approval, I can at least abandon this motherfucker
He
and give you
wasn't
a
he
nice
wasn't
feminine
necessarily
package
abandoned.
on
He
the
was
way out.
trying to be like, okay, look, not really trying to have kids right now. So basically, like if he's telling you he doesn't want kids and you still decide to have this kid, I wouldn't say it's necessarily on you, but it's necessarily on you. For the simple fact of he's basically letting you know from the beginning he's not trying to be there.
Oh yeah, a nigga
Not
tell
to
you I don't want.
sound harsh, but like I'm trying to not weave in between the lines without missing the point here. Like, because
Oh yeah,
if two people have a kid and they in love with whatever their situation is, like they gonna be like, okay, yeah, we trying to keep it. Us men, if we want to be, you keeping that, you okay, we good. But if you don't get that first hand, and he come off like, "Man, I'm wrong. I pay for you to get this motherfucker gone,"
right.
type ordeal.
This
Let's let you
man
know
all
from the
this.
beginning, like you should, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have this kid based on y'all relationship or y'all moving forward or, you know what I mean? Whatever, because it's not going to work if he's letting you know that. So
Right.
the fact that that you trying to force something, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, people was like a lot. I was reading the comment. They posted that stuff on the shade room, and
Okay, what they say
he like,
in the
damn.
comments.
Oh, they like he a cold. They like he a cold dude. He don't want no visitation. He like, God damn, how could you pay up? They were saying,
How
how
is he
could you pay
cold?
up?
Well, see, that's the thing. People bypass everything. You have to look at the statistics of the story. He's letting her know, like, look, I understand that you're pregnant, but I really don't want to have this child. Either it's either something he doesn't want to work on with you, or he doesn't want to have kids no more. He cool with the kids that he has. You know what I'm saying? I had that conversation.
Yeah, I believe it was more so. I don't want it by you, and I want you going out my motherfucking life as fast as I can do it. So, what's the price, bitch? Because I'm willing to, I got the bag. Shit, I'm in the NBA. I'm playing ball. I'm making money.
Right,
I
right,
got the bag. I'm a superstar. Shit.
right.
He like,
I'm just saying, at that point, you leaving it. The woman is leaving it up for grabs because he, he's telling you. Well, he was telling you before, but he's really telling you now that he doesn't want no visitations. He wants to pay off all the child support. That way it'd be done and said no. He doesn't want to have no time. It was something that she had to do for him not to want nothing to do with her, not as far as parenting, not as far as anything to that nature. Like, look, no, I'm good. It's either something that she did or something that, you know what I'm saying, her personality, something, click something. It had to be something. Um, after the fact of, you know what I'm saying, him doing what he did as far as shooting the club up. But I don't know, when it gets to that, like, I know a few people that's like, you know what I'm saying, that was, or a few men that was like, man, I told her not to keep it. You know what I'm saying? I paid for the money to go get her uh, the procedure done that needs to be done for her. You know what I'm saying? They'd be done and over with, and they'll take the money and run. And then they'll come back and be like, this is your baby, and I'm putting you on child support, and I'm this, that, and the other. And wait a minute. Wait a minute.
yeah, that's cold shit right there.
Right. And this, I can't even say I made up this fucking story because it's like I know a couple of people that's been in this predicament.
Yeah, I heard that before. That's why I'm like, yeah,
It's crazy. So you know for a fact that either you know somebody or you know what I'm saying, somebody a close friend or rather somebody is in this type of boat. And this is what I'm saying. You make it to where it's like you have this conversation and the man tell you, okay, I don't want to have kids right now, or I don't want any more kids right now, or right now it's not like the right time for me to have kids right now. And you sit there and do it anyway. Even though he sit there and gave you the money, he didn't probably go with you, but he gave you the money to go get the stuff done, and you use that money to go get your nails and feet done.
Yeah. The only person that really suffer at the end of the day is the kid.
Hello.
Man.
The only person that's going to suffer is the kid. That is one of the most truest lines I've heard you say since this podcast has started. I was waiting on it.
Yeah, I be joking around with shit.
No, I know. See, you just like me. Like I fuck around with the fuck around, right? But when it comes to the statistic shit, I get serious about it. And then it's like you trying to blame the guy when the guy is telling you from the beginning, I don't want no
parts. Yeah. Even though I know that was the shrewd and the coldest player's move you can ever do is pay the bitch to go away. But at the end of the day, you done got that woman pregnant, and now a piece of you is walking around this not knowing you.
And the fact that you neglecting that part, I get that. I get that.
That's just me though, Lloyd.
Yeah.
I couldn't live knowing. Okay, I was laying doing my thing with this joint. Now she pregnant. I already told her I didn't want nothing, but shit, I'm gonna still be like, damn. Nigga, you don't want to see how she look. You don't want to know how she act, nigga. Okay, you really a cold demon.
Now, as far as having nothing to do with the women, that's one thing. Like, I feel you, like, because I don't have anything like that either. If I bring a kid into this world, and I'm no longer with that person, like, I'm not going to deteriorate from the kid because of this is what I decided to do as far as me being grown, and you have to take care of your responsibilities regardless. So there are some men that will think the way that I just said. Not saying that's my way of thinking, but I know for firsthand that I know some men thinks like that. It's not a bad way of thinking if you expressing to the point like, look, I don't want to have no more kids. I know, you know what I'm saying? But at the simple fact of it's still a responsibility because we still decided not to put on the hat and know that those are repercussions if you don't, even though it don't feel the motherfucking same. We know it don't feel the fucking same. So we don't use the shit. Especially if you are in a relationship, right? That's different. I'm not saying using it in your relationship because it's going to look funky if you start using a fucking rubber. That's not the relationship. That's not what I'm saying. Because they're going to get to asking questions and shit like, what the fuck did this shit start coming from? But I'm saying,
right. Who the fuck you been?
If you out here just doing whatever, for those folks that's out here doing that, strap your shit up. That's all that I'm saying because you don't have to worry about circumstances like this or being cornered into something and have to figure a way out. That's all that I'm saying. Damn, man, you got me going a little too early, man. We just started with the podcast, so I'm just saying.
Hey, man. We was off last week and coming back swinging hard.
Yeah, speaking of oh shit, I can't even get the goddamn words out. Speaking of swinging hard, this white couple just kind of like threw like a curveball in my mind, and then it like my ancestry shit started coming out when I started hearing about this particular topic. So the white couple from West Virginia were collectively sentenced to 375 years in prison for forcing 5 adopted black children to work on their farm as slaves. Now, I don't know what in the fucking Rosa Parks y'all think this shit is.
Hold up.
I don't find this shit funny at all.
Hold up, run that back.
You want to read that? Okay, I'm gonna rebuttal that. A white couple from West Virginia was collectively sentenced to 375 years in prison for forcing their 5 adopted black children to work on their farm as slaves.
They're not in jail?
Oh, they're in jail. They collectively got 375 years.
They need to get under the jail. And they need to be, man, fuck that. Yeah, what the fuck? Y'all
While
do kids
calling them racial slurs. Let me add that in there because that's part of the story too. So you adopted 5 children, 5 black children. I don't have nothing against a race barrier or a color barrier. I don't have nothing against it, but I have something against it if you do it like this. Now, that's already a controversy by you being the skin color that you are and then the skin color you're adopting. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Let me clarify that first, right?
Right.
The only thing I have a problem with is that you turned them into fucking slaves. and then call them on top of that racist slurs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
On top of working on a farm. I hope and pray. And I'm a man that goes to church every Sunday.
Hallelujah.
I'm saying like this. I'm not saying I want something bad to happen to you, but if something was bad to happen to you,
I say it for you. I hope that ass get beat down, rolled down, hung, flung, slammed, whammed, and bam. Shit. Doing babies like that. There's kids out there.
Like, come on.
You could
You know
have
what I'm
got.
saying? Like I said, I have nothing against the color barrier. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want nobody to take this podcast like, oh, you being racist. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm basically saying, like, because, well, black people, right? Like, we the type that if you can function with us, we'll let you function with us. We're not finna, you know what I'm saying, put on no black KKK suits and hang on to you motherfuckers just to do it for the fun of it.
I don't know. You got Kanye got dressed in KKK suit.
Yeah, but it was a statement behind that though, because they do have actual black KKK suits like that. And it has a red symbol in the corner of it. But it's like he does certain things to make standpoints, and then it stands out afterwards after people research. You know what I'm saying? What exactly is the hell he doing? But
Right.
it's
That nigga need to get on this meds and chill the fuck out.
you trying to silence him like Jaguar? Right, boy, you something.
No, man, shit.
And she been preaching some I wouldn't say hard truth, right? Because it hasn't came into effect, but the trickle of effect that she's been giving as far as the storyline and times, it's starting to make sense. I will say that. But Jean K, I think that was the lady's name. She received 215 years. Her husband, Donald Lance, which I don't understand how if they was married, why they got two different last names, will serve 160 years at the maximum sentence. They deserve every bit of that shit.
I don't know why I feel like they deserve a little bit more. Like,
Yeah, but see, that's the difference now.
Black Green Mile looking motherfucker that just wear their ass out every time they wake up.
You know, it would have been more time if you would have switched the roles. If you don't understand what I'm saying, switch the roles. Let some black people do that shit. I don't know if the chair still exists, but we damn sure was gonna be the first ones in line.
Hey, hold on. I'm almost done fixing that shit. I'm about to turn on the camera now.
Yeah. They were charged with, or they was convicted of forced labor, human trafficking, child abuse, and neglect. I don't see civil rights on there nowhere. That's crazy.
You know, Trump got rid of all that shit. Ain't no more civil rights.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, that explains why it's not on there. That explains. So I have another issue, and it's really like fucking it up for me because it's like I come from the generation I come from. I come from a generation of ass whoopings.
Yeah.
We had different ass whoopings. We had ass whooping if we did something that we wasn't supposed to do, or you know what I'm saying, something that we were supposed to have done, but sure that we didn't do, something to that nature. Then you have your selective styles of ass whoopings, like for certain shit that you done. Like if you stay past the street lights coming on, it was either a belt something to that nature. If you did something that you weren't supposed to do at school, that's when the extension belt came out, the extension cord came out, the shoe, the hanger, the iron cord. I don't look at me crazy. I know y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. When your parents find shit to hit you with, but it was different back then, right?
Right.
Or to switch off the tree. I remember that shit because certain shit getting in trouble made you either go pick your own switch or, you know what I'm saying? And they had a particular belt for certain shit, but like it's this era that's fucking it up for our era as far as the ass whoopers. This is why. A mother beats her child because she took some food without permission. Now the child had to been maybe 3. Um, but the way that she beat the child, baby had knots all on her head. I mean, not the little small, little bitty corner knots like you get, like if you're in boxing, you get the little. No, I'm talking about like it was swelling on both sides of her face. It looked like it was bleeding.
And that is
Uh, yeah, but I'm saying that a bigger knot means like you had more than just an ounce whooping at this point, and then you know what I'm saying. The baby must have been hungry.
right. That,
It was
stupid
if
ass
the
parents.
baby took some candy, or you know what I'm saying. Not making the ass whooping acceptable.
It's stupid ass people that unfortunately get blessed with kids that but I'm talking about stupid. I mean, when I say stupid, I don't mean like, oh yeah, they just acting dumb. These motherfuckers be really slow. And they don't have the mental capacity or capability to understand this, but you want to be grown, you want to have kids now. Now this kid getting on your nerves because you don't know how to react to a situation, or you don't know when enough is enough. Like, baby
Right.
girl, you been thinking about all this shit before your little hot pants ass hopped in somebody's bedroom or, bent that thing over. Yeah, this is what you get. And those be the kids that fuck around and, be the successful ones in the lead your ass out because the way you dogged them out. It's warranted ass whoopings like you said. And it's, uncalled for shit.
Mhm.
I got to the point where I don't even whoop I got 2 boys. And so, the boys need that tough love, especially from their pops. But I got to the point where I don't even have to whoop their ass like that no more. Like, I just, give them a good talk. I take some shit away. I like punishing more than, whooping. And then people don't understand when you punish somebody or do lay hands on them, it has to be a reason. And you got to let them know why this happened, where they was wrong at, how to prevent this from happening again. And because them ass whoopings get played out. I was, sometimes, you can go through the motions.
Mm-hmm.
You know where the swing gonna come. Oh, you know how to,
Not at the age of 3. Ain't no ducking at the age of 3. That's not a ducking age. And, it's the simple fact of like I don't know what her trauma is or what her past is as far as um, her experience of life with her parents or how her relationship is with her parents. But I think it's like a trickle trauma effect of how she was feeling, and now that she had kids, she was basically doing what was done to her. I feel because you shouldn't have this much animosity toward the kid. Now, pop on their hand, that's one thing, right? You know what I'm saying? But now I understand why they have CPS in the first place because of situations like this. Now I can't fully blame them for having CPS because of situations that happens like this. Now, I'm not saying for like the small shit, like, you know what I'm saying? You get a little ass whooping because you was acting ass in school. I feel like if I was in charge of CPS, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, according to Jern, you deserve the shit out of that. You deserve that ass whooping because you was over there showing your ass. That's cool. Get off my face. That's the kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you come in there and this child is 3 and you done got all lips all across her face, one of her eyes is black, you know what I'm saying? Her whole forehead is swollen, her jawline is swollen. Oh yeah, you going to jail.
Yeah. And
You
then
going
there's
to
certain
jail.
kids that can whip up and all that too.
Right.
Certain kids with
You know what I'm saying? You didn't just pop this one. You like, you know what I'm saying? You beat this one for a minute.
Yeah, she need her ass kicked, man. She probably was a whore who used to getting her ass beat. Some, got pregnant by the pimp, ran off on her ass. Now she taking, the abuse out on the poor kid, she got left with. And that's how you
Or she could have had a vindictive or a vengeance towards her, the father of her child. Maybe he had, you know what I'm saying, she thought that he was going to be, you know what I'm saying, the magical unicorn or whatever to come and save and do. And shit didn't pan out, and then she didn't like the way the shit went. So now that this baby is here, sometimes they take the shit out on the child.
yeah.
This is for all the people that sit here and do shit like this to kids. I hope you are in a place, a public place, or a place in general where somebody is like me that don't like to see kids being treated in this form. I be at work majority of the week, right? When I see the kids, if I see them crying, if I see them not, you know what I'm saying, or to joke with the kids, you know what I'm saying, to interact with the kids, you know what I'm saying, like the kids will run up and be like, can you draw a happy face on the paper for me? And they be excited over just that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it hurts my feelings to know that there's somebody out here just whooping kids or beating kids like this. Doesn't make any sense.
It don't make no sense at all. That shit. Real
Hold
people,
on.
they get their karma.
Let's see. Let's end. Okay. So since I got you on here, and it's been a while. See, this was supposed to have been on the last podcast, but I'm adding on this one because I'm in the midst of, and I want your opinion because let me see how this goes. So, what is considered cheating?
I'm probably the wrong nigga to ask that.
You know, right? Person to ask, man. I'm just saying, I got you on the phone. So I
You
feel
know,
like this is a need to know for the people from your point of view. You know what I'm saying? To let them know how you feel or what you consider as cheating.
for men and women or just men?
However you want to put it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No. Since you want to narrow it down, okay, what is considered cheating for women?
Entertaining any dude that's not family.
Okay.
Ain't no motherfucking work, best friend and cheating. If you get licked on by other female too, that's cheating. It ain't experimenting and none of that shit. Cause yeah, if I ain't getting none of that coke, it's cheating. We ain't experimenting together. I don't know what you're doing, baby. I'm left out. So
Yeah,
keep going.
what else you got?
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in.
Well, come on with it. What else you got? What is considered cheating for a woman?
You give a nigga your IG, that's still cheating to me. I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Giving the nigga your social media, giving any nigga access at your, either phone address or work. You gotta be mean. You gotta be a mean motherfucker. Now I don't talk about just be rude, but you gotta let a motherfucker know you gotta establish boundaries. You gotta motherfucker let a nigga know you can't. Yeah, I don't give a fuck how nice you been. I got my person, and I'm for my person. Fellas, I'm gonna keep it real. Looking at a fat ass to certain females is cheating. You feel me? Pardon your head.
That's funny that you say that. I didn't expect you to say that one. That one came out the blue. I didn't expect that one, but I take that one too.
Look, harden your ex pick, leaving little rooms of motherfucking mystery of a get back. That's cheating, nigga.
Yeah.
Motherfucking all that shit, bro.
Yeah, and as far as you could add kiss to that list, kiss is cheating. Yeah.
For a man or both of them is
Right.
cheating.
Right. This is your sex. What I'm talking about.
I like that. I like to get I don't. That's why I don't deal with too many ugly females no more, because I like to kiss a bitch, and I can't kiss a bitch. You feel like going feet out. Bitch, get your goatee off my shit.
Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, make sure make sure you ain't putting your lips on Magilla. It's very important, sir. I'm just saying. And you just,
Last year, I done had a couple ducks.
oh, I mean,
Quacking.
mm.
I don't give a fuck. I might not be the most attractive motherfucker to certain females neither.
Hell, who is? Explain that one to me.
It's
If
all
you
about
have a person
confidence.
on this earth that has not one flaw,
It's
always.
all about the confidence. It's all about the confidence and
That's all it is.
shit. The ugly motherfucker can start looking good over time if they cool and confident.
Yeah,
Dress good, smell good,
right.
nails done, hair done all the time. You know what? She got a big ass, forehead and, lazy eye, but you gonna find something like she got that little right dimple on the side of her. Man, she kind of cute when she smile like that.
I'm gonna have to give you because it be like some people. Maybe like a few years back, right?
Yeah.
I would see couples that don't look like they should be together, but I'm looking like, damn, what the fuck is drawing them together, type of thing, right? And it's like how you say it's like people other standpoints about themselves bring out what they lack of.
Looks fade away, Lloyd. So a motherfucker gotta be.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Look still fade away. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna look the way you look forever. You're gonna age a little bit, somewhere in between.
Even when you age and you still look good, a nasty soul can make a motherfucker ugly. I don't give a fuck how bad you look or
Right.
think you look. If you
or a bad attitude, or you know what I'm saying, a controlling sense of self can make you look very ugly or unattractive. Because you could be the most beautiful woman in the world, even though we don't have one of those. I'm just saying, you can be the most beautiful woman in the world if your attitude is messed up. If you like chastising, or you know what I'm saying, if you like more of like a type, and we like, wait a minute, hold on, hey, nah, we can't have two aggressors. That's not gonna really work. You know what I mean?
you could go from a 9 to a 7 real quick. Catch your ass.
You can go from a 9 to a 4.
Look, catch your ass digging in your nose or scratching your ass off.
I mean, that's normal shit. I'm not blaming. I'm not blaming.
I'm talking about.
If you get that comfortable inside of your relationship and you digging in your nose, and I mean, I'm not saying disrespectfully, just like right the person while they eating and shit. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm talking about
If you get
disrespectfully being like, ugh. Like, bitch, this bitch belching out in public. So, look, it's like shit, belching and shit. Like, hell, bitch, you that comfortable already? I mean, once you my lady, I gotta deal with it. But if you coming off the rip like that, oh yeah, this how I get down. What? Oh,
need to drink early in the morning type of thing, like 7 o'clock, and you waiting on the store to open for a drink. Now we gonna automatically count you to the left.
So,
That's great.
so unladylike. Bitches always be glad to tell a nigga what's manly and what's not manly. Well, let us tell y'all what's unladylike.
But see, here's the thing: how are women gonna tell you what's manly if they're not a man? Explain that to me.
No, I mean, they could say some shit if they had a father and they knew what a real man was, doing.
No. It's just like saying we know what a real woman is. We don't. We know it's kind of someone how saying what to look for as far as a good woman, but we, you know what I mean, we don't necessarily know because we're not women and they're not men.
Bro, you can spot, a not nothing ass nigga. Everybody with a dick ain't a man. You feel me? You got some coward ass, bait ass men that take orders from females all day. Ain't nothing wrong with. Well, it is something wrong with it if you just constantly a yes man. Get your yes man ass up out of here. Shit. not manly, nigga. Drop your nuts, nigga. Let him.
But that don't mean he's not a man or he's not considered as a man. He just, you know what I'm saying, have different ways about it. I mean, but if you grew up with what you supposed to have in between, you know what I'm saying, you still qualified as one.
It's certain caliber of men, though. Just like it's certain caliber of women.
Right.
Women that got their shit together, women that's classy, you know, women that's ladylike and motherly and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And then you got certain females that's still women that like to go out, that like to do what the niggas do, that, you know, you might catch her rapping some, you know, motherfucking Lil Wayne or some, you know, Lil Durk or something. This bitch pulling out pistols. That's unladylike, bitch. Lady, what it do?
What's the deal with that?
You, welcome to the show. I seen you had appeared in and then you jump back out and then you jump back in and now you playing hokey pokey with me, man. What's going on with you?
All right, shit, man. Just, was trying to put my phone down. So, once it load up, I'm in here.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Well, I appreciate you popping in through the show. You know what I'm saying? In traffic, going down, get back to the house. That charter summon still was able to come back to the show. I appreciate it. But, yeah. You have anything you want to bring up to the table? Because we, you know what I'm saying? We just going for what we know right now. I'm just coming up with a couple of topics. I got one. We trying to see y'all opinion as far as y'all topics as well. That way, you know what I'm saying? If y'all might got something that I ain't came across. So he came up with the guy that I guess didn't want nothing to do with his older woman,
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
You know, that's crazy. That's crazy for sure. But, that's crazy for sure. But Cardi Red shit is crazy too. Like, the nigga gotta give her 20,000 a month. Yeah. Just to divorce her. Then gotta give her 20 a month. They got no kid, no nothing.
That's crazy. What he paying? Alimony or some shit? Like what? 20,000 alimony
A month, nigga.
a month. God
I
damn.
don't. So he like damn, like he gotta pay that the rest of her life.
Until she get
So
married.
18.
Until she get married again. I think
I said automatically. Fuck.
yeah, I think how alimony work until she get married again. His alimony payments to stop.
That's crazy.
I keep a bitch single forever. 20,000? Nigga, I don't want nothing serious.
I mean, yeah, it could, but unless, you know what I'm saying, unless you're trying to go down the road again, you know what I'm saying, then it wouldn't work. But I mean, if you look at it that way, yeah.
But look, imagine it, motherfuckers like this though too. You don't know how much a motherfucker willing to give up for a piece. That nigga, I think Jeff Bezos gave up like 30 billion to his ex-wife, and he said, "Have at it. If I could get this bitch out of my life, and you know, reduce my stress, 30 billion is granted."
He granted that 30 billion because it really just hurt his pockets.
Hell,
He just want to take this and go get as far away from me. Don't contact me. Don't look for me. Don't write me no letter. Don't telegraph me. Don't telegram me. Don't fucking email me. Don't do nothing. Don't AOL me.
So probably let's say
Don't send me nothing.
2 million to make y'all millionaires. Let's say 2 million. Right? Yeah. What are you willing to give up in the
shit.
If I'm able to have 2 million,
shit?
oh man, for that I'll give up the whole shit. I'll be completely honest with you.
What whole shit?
And give up the whole two.
You know what? I've been miserable all my life. I'm not giving up shit. Keep that little misery coming, shit.
Two,
See, the people looking at it from like the money value, right? I'm looking at it as far as a peace of mind.
Oh yeah,
You can't put a price on a peace of mind.
I got 2 M's. She could get like 5.
Because whatever I make from this point forward, I don't have to give up anything. You feel what I'm saying? So everything else is profit after that. So instead of having a headache along the way, why not kill that shit with fucking Tylenol or Tylenol 3 and say, fuck it, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
and that's how these niggas end up in these fucked up predicaments because you gotta have the same mindset starting with something. Like having what you do named and be riding for it. Like you get what I'm saying? Like I understand the whole the whole science of it. But me personally, half is like it depends on who you really been knowing that's been in your corner too. Like if you know there's been a real one in your corner, you kind of you gotta do right when it comes down. You kind of don't want to just be on some you don't deserve it, especially if you fucked up on some shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm gonna say the max with me, what I would give you is like tangible shit that you didn't like seen, like really like get, like you know what I'm saying, that you to help purchase, like you feel me, or use around when I purchase. You feel me? Other than that, 100,000, 5 to 10,000 a month. You feel me? Also, child support and shit like that. Just also 2 million more than half. Dude, that shit don't make sense to me.
See, y'all putting a price on the peace of mind. See, I'm looking at it in the long run, the long term. Like,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? If I have to give up more than half, then that would be cool. Because once that's out, there's no more. You feel what I'm saying? So whatever my revenue past this, it will be mine.
But you
motherfucker.
still can have your same revenue. Not the same
No,
revenue.
'cause you don't want to spend half.
But no, what I'm saying is you can start with some type of revenue.
Uh,
Just
As long as I got
zero.
money coming in, and I gotta give her a little one-time payment. Oh yeah, I'm cool with half as well because, like Lloyd said, that peace of mind. If that half gonna get her ass out my hair and out my life, have that.
Right.
mm,
I'm not giving you more than half. I'm sorry. I'm not giving you everything I got. This ain't Anita Baker shit.
mm,
Aretha Franklin. Ain't
give
none
me
of
the best that I got.
that. Ain't none of that. Cause I work for my be damn if because I've been stroking you down and piping you down. I gotta give up everything I done built and worked up for. Hell nah, shit. You know
Well,
what? I'm gonna do what white folks do. I'm offing you. I'm offing your family, and then I'm off myself. Nah, fuck around.
oh hell no. See, that's what they want. They want you to go ahead and let it go. I can't do that.
That's what them people when them people get fed up, they be like, over my dead body. They mean that shit. They mean that it's rich.
uh, let's see. Man, but I don't know if y'all heard about the 4 women in that fatal car crash.
Oh yeah, I was seeing that old Instagram and stuff like that, man.
Happened in Lake County, Florida.
It was going at 116 or something
16 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying?
off liquor.
They all was drinking. Looked like they was having a pretty good time before up until that point.
God rest they soul.
God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to the family. But I just couldn't get past the driver.
You can
I say I don't know if the driver was the last survivor in critical condition, but believe so, but going 116 miles an hour. And the street looked pretty dark. I ain't gonna lie. It'd be different if we know where we, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we know where we going and we know what street we on. We know what to expect. We know where the potholes is at. We know where the stop signs is at. We know what time this motherfucker turns from green to red and from red to green to yellow. But if you going somewhere traveling at 116 miles, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you on the freeway going to Vegas in the daytime, not at night, in the daytime, let me not encourage somebody to go at nighttime trying to do 120 miles an hour to get there. But what I'm saying is, you can try to go 120, 125, or whatever, depending on, you know what I'm saying, late night, the freeway open. But you have to pay attention because there's curves. You know what I'm saying? If you don't pay attention, you will fall off one of these motherfucking curves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially at night, what black folks do? We get real close to the windshield. Let me see.
Hey, he's talking to a nigga that.
Let me see. Okay, yeah, okay. Let me get over right now because, you know what I'm saying, that turn from the gun. That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now you got three people that have lost their life in a blink of an eye. That's crazy.
Let me just put this out there, man, because you talk to a nigga that drive for a living right now, and it get dark. Them roads get dark. It get hypnotizing. I don't care if you lacking sleep or you not in the right state of mind, like you intoxicated or under the influence of any drugs. Pull that motherfucker over. That shit is not worth it, bro. I didn't have so many situations where I slap myself up. Now I have to, just pull over to the side and just let me get 10 minutes or 15 minutes, because that 15, 20-minute little
that makes a big difference.
Your goddamn life.
Right.
This ain't no game, ain't no restart shit. This, one life to live shit, like the soap opera. Now, how you go about that shit, man, people take it for granted, but I don't know. I believe all them all the ladies was either under the age of 30 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. It's just crazy as hell.
It's crazy. It's like time to get serious on some shit. You feel me? And the reason why I say that is because, like, you have so much good time when you got doing with these cars. You got so many different nights where people would throwing their ass in the works, and then you gotta take over and shit like that. So it's like so many different scenarios that personally I've been a part of, like just with just the takeover shit. You ain't got aware what's going on around you, who's driving, them coming at a certain style, something going on. And they don't see what's going on. They stop you. You know what I'm saying? So shit that go on. Niggas doing donuts now. People feel like they gotta be in the way. They gotta get hit by the car. You know, that shit is get hit by the car to see how time to somebody that can drive. That shit is like it's cool. Man, I had to hit the backseat like, hey, honey, everybody gotta get that. You feel me? Everybody in the car gotta get all the head gas because of the biggest. That shit was just happened to never happen. And you gotta get right. You feel me? It was so mind blowing type of situation. One of my homeboys from Chicago, he with me and shit, and the nigga threw up like on some shit off of nerves. Like nigga threw up on some shit, and it's like y'all niggas in these you know all this shit going on, niggas. You feel me? pull over to the pull over, they just jump out. He's going out. They just trying to figure the shit out, but at the end of the day, like, he just got to pull over.
Right.
In the mix. I'm not even knowing about getting that in the back. You feel me? I'm not knowing these are coming. I can just feel that shit and be like, let me pull over.
Hell yeah.
Let me get this shit right.
You get to where when you behind the wheel, you be like, you know what I'm saying, you know when you can drive. I'm not saying I'm promoting drive underneath the influence, right? That's not what I'm saying. But we know when we can drive and when we can't. And we get that feeling like when we drive like, damn, I need to pull this motherfucker over and get like 20 minutes of sleep and I'll be good. And you had that intuition, like, okay, let me pull this motherfucker over, I'll be good. Like, let me just, or when you, before you even start the motherfucker, I'm like, I'm just lay here for like 20, 30 minutes before I even get on the road because, you know what I'm saying? Because you know yourself and you know your limitations as far as what you can and can't drive off of. Now, this is not saying that I want people to condone, you know what I'm saying, drinking and driving, but I'm saying when you went, if you had an event and you're drinking, right? If you know you drunk too much, sit the fuck down in that chair or sit the fuck down there, you know what I'm saying, get some cold air and get some water, you know what I'm saying, eat some chips, try to sober that shit up some before you just get out here to drive.
Hey, sometimes that throw up will be the best, man, to sober a nigga up. After a nigga throw up, sometimes that shit'll get a nigga.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, depending on what you're drinking. That shit might have you sick all night.
There's other variables to it too. It's like nigga pull over, like niggas just don't pull over anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? You pull over anywhere. Like I put like me being sleepy. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my way trying to get some certain exit and the stage hit 10 before I do some weird shit.
Right. I'm not saying just stop anywhere and expect you to just be able to sleep in peace.
I'm just throwing that out there though. Just you know, people might have different experiences. You know what I'm saying? People ain't never had this experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, don't just pull over anywhere. Pull over where you feel like super comfortable type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then on top of that, like, niggas do other shit. You feel me? Niggas could be on some lean or pull up or whatever. And, you know, nigga like, nigga, ain't no way I'm about to make it out like this. You know, and niggas first thing would be like scraping up the rims, fucking up the tires. Like that's their first. You feel me? Like that'd be their first sign. Like nigga, you wake your ass up, get your shit together. You feel me? And when niggas don't understand like that shit is strong. Like yeah, that's the whole thing. You know, you taking that. That's it trying to kick your ass. You trying to maneuver through life. And that's you know, that's where you find that ground where it's a nice good iron. And that nigga, you that's it kicking your ass and you sleepy, nigga, and you thinking you tired and you driving.
Man, the body is they
Yeah, it been times where I would just be like, hey, I ain't even like, you know, I'm like, nigga, I'm alone. I'm just knocked out in the car. You feel me? You feel me? Just in front real quick, like, nigga, hell no, I wish I would have pulled off. You feel me?
Right. Knowing that you know your limitations, it's like, hey, the nigga ain't finna try that.
the body is
You
like
know what?
the body is like a phone. You feel me? It got a snooze mode, a do not disturb mode. Once you
Right.
gotta get your charge up, you got shit, you know, weed, drink, whatever, pill, lean, all that shit. That'll bring your battery down, you feel me?
Yeah.
Not to mention, lack of rest or something like that, so nobody, they treat this phone so damn valuable. Treat your body like that too. Shit, get your charge in. Shit, put your motherfucking case on and your screen protector and all that.
I'm
Just
just saying, find your little hole somewhere, if you in front of your people's house, or, you know what I'm saying, if you feel comfortable wherever you at, you know what I'm saying, just like, you know what I mean, take your down. Don't get on the road, you know what I'm saying, knowing that you got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying, because shit happens, like he was saying, your body will let you know that you're tired, or, you know what I'm saying, and it don't feel right to drive. When you start seeing shit, or you stumbling into a car, you know damn well you ain't supposed to get in no car.
not not to change it up too much, but I had a question I wanted to ask y'all.
Oh yeah.
Why are these Apple AirTags not illegal yet?
Apple
Why
AirTags?
illegal yet? Like, I believe if only people that's like either like law enforcement or security or business owners should have that shit. Like, people is
That shit,
using
that
motherfuckers
shit,
for the wrong reason.
Right.